Hi, welcome back. Let's begin the game with the first week of April. If you remember, our circus train is up here in Winnipeg. It's the first week of April and we've got 8 cities populated, and we begin the turn by playing an action card, and we're going to use overnight transit, move up to 2 cities and or perform higher, and we're going to use this to move just 1 city and then perform. This is one of the most useful cards in the game. It's a shame to use it so early, but the board's not been kind to us. To move 1 city, we follow the train track to the next city, and we've arrived in Duluth, and we may now perform. We have a clown, acrobat and a horse, so this performance is going to give us 2, the base, plus any of these talents that we have. We don't have the cannon, we do have the clown. Everything else doesn't reward any performance points, so it's 5 performance points for this performance. Not terribly good, but that wasn't the point. We wanted to just get this one out of the way. We'll grab our $5 to represent those 5 performance points, and now we need to redraw one from the bag to take the tally back up to 8 cities. Okay, so every time we clear a city, we're going to draw a new local news counter, and it's a bankrupt Circus. Let's see where it goes. It's going to Milwaukee, which is just here. That's not too bad, not too far away. And now we move up 1 week, so a round is quite quick. This bit at the bottom, this $5 talent fee, we ignore this. Basically what it means is when you're playing multiplayer, every time you do a performance, then you get $5. And this depends on which colour local news. Alright, so the green one's $5, yellow and brown 10, the red and white striped $20. In solitaire, you don't get those bonuses, you only get the performance fee. Let's choose our next action. I'd quite like to head over to Toronto, I think, and then use the rest action. The rest action says if you're in a Canadian town, Winnipeg, Montreal, Toronto, then you may take either 1 clown, 1 acrobat, or increase reputation by 1 level. Now we started the game in Winnipeg, but you're not allowed to take the rest action on the first turn in the game, okay? So remember that. What I'm going to do instead is use fast transit. This says I can move up to 5 cities. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I could go here. Let's do that. 5. Let's go to Buffalo. While I've got the movement points, that'll give me $15. Remember, it's $5 for every point at one of these local news. So we discard this, grab $15, and then draw a new local news, and we get a production one, and it's going to go in New York. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm tempted to head over here and then do this performance. Okay, let's see what we can do. Move on to week 3. I'm kind of tempted before we progress too far to pay for wages, get that one done out the way. Why don't we do that, and then we can go back to Toronto. Alright, let's do that. Actually, we can go to Montreal. Let's do that. So I'm going to pay wages in transit. It says we may move up to 2 cities and then we must pay wages or eliminate talent. I'm thinking about hiring some more talent, so I want to pay my wages now before I get those new, more expensive talents. Up to 2, let's head into Montreal. Now I've got to pay wages. There's a handy little reference chart down on the board, which is good. You don't have to keep going back to the rule book, and it tells you what the wages cost for each type of talent. Remember, I've got 1 clown, 1 acrobat, 1 horse. So the total wages, and it tells us here, is double when you're playing solitaire. So add it all up, we've got $1, $3, that's 4, and then 6 for horse, that's $10. And it's double on solitaire, we've got to pay $20 in wages. It just so happens that I've got $20. In fact, that's all I've got. So let's spend our $20, and we've paid the wages. But that's not too bad. This is the thing, you've got to keep that wages in mind. You've got to pay it at some time. So why not pay it early? That's my tactic anyway. Right, let's advance the week up. We're in week 4, let's take another action. Here's the situation. I'd like to have had move 2 and higher. Now you can replay a card that you've discarded, but it costs you $15 to do it when you're playing solitaire, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm stuck, limited by the cards I've got. So I'm going to use my rest action, because I'm up in Montreal. And this is, we take no action, but if we're in Canada, then we may take either 1 clown, 1 acrobat, or increase our reputation. I'm going to take a clown, so now I've got 2. Having 2 clowns doesn't help me, but if I can get down and hire a 3rd, then that will double the performance points I get from clowns. Remember how I talked about in the introduction video, having 3 or more of one talent makes you famous in that talent. So Ricky's Circus and his famous clowns sounds great. But now though, we're moving into May and we've passed the end of month. So let's grab an event card for the end of month. And it says, the fat lady needs food. All freak shows on the board may be picked up for free this month, just by stopping at the city where 1 or more is located. A perform hire action is not required, and it's for this month only. I don't think there are any freak shows on the board, so maybe it will come out. These pink ones, these are the freak shows. So if there's any freak show talent lying on the board, we can this month pick it up for free just by stopping in that city. Okay, that's not too bad. Join me next time